everybody, welcome back to Northern Land Plays Rebirth. Oh, what a wonderful freaking one streak we got going on here. D20 anti-grav, looking like some kind of weird X-Man. Not really loving that stat screen. RPRW M10M. Alright. Let's focus on the bright side, and there actually is like a pretty super bright side to what's going on right now. One is that our speed stat actually feels pretty solid. Oh, you are boxed in, my friend. You are boxed in like a city. Like Atlantic City. You are boxed in like Atlantic City. Get it? Because they do boxing. They do boxing events there. You understand where I'm coming from here? Mostly I'm just trying to take forever saying even basic sentences because it's going to take us a long time to clear out these rooms. I'm not sure if you've noticed. However, it's pretty good. The good thing about this run right now is that we do have a decent spacebar item in the D20, something we can use, and, you know, you might say that that was probably not the best time to use it, and you would probably be right, but I figured why not give it a shot. And we have 3 Spirit Hearts, which is a substantial improvement over where we were on the Eden run where things went terribly, terribly wrong. So as long as we can just keep ourselves moving on here, don't take too much dumb damage, we should be totally fine. Probably a better room to use the D20 on, but who dares loses sometimes, I suppose. We're on the basement. I really like anti-grav. Demon's Tail's a bit of a weird one. I really like anti-grav, and I think when people hate anti-grav, I think it's kind of like a little bit of a fundamental misunderstanding. There are some items it sucks with, some synergies it sucks with. I wouldn't dispute that in the least. However, if you play with, like, if you got a decent speed stat and you've got, like, a cognizance of the fact that you can use a fundamentally different playstyle, a lot of enemies become so much easier when you can actually just leave shots in their path. You can kind of do, like, a set it and forget it, like Claymore bullshit style strategy. But also, it helps if your rate of fire is huge, but luckily you get a really nice rate of fire just by having anti-grav, which I think is what's helping us right now, in spite of the fact that our stat screen looks pretty terrible. I think that we're getting like a tiers multiplier or something. Don't quote me on that. Proceeds to quote me on that. I know what you're talking about, you dirty dogs. Really, also, we should learn when to hold them and when to fold them. For example, we should have definitely folded them early there, and by fold, I mean shoot. I thought that would have a chance to give us that secret room there, but that's okay. Alright, Gurglings. Actually, I feel like Gurglings are a relatively ideal boss fight for us here. As long as we can keep them on like a fairly standard trajectory. They'll run through the shit here and make my life a little easier. There's a little space for me to thrive over here. Please come back. Baby, come back. DJ got me falling in love again. I always like... There's a surprising amount of songs about a DJ making 2 people fall in love, and I'm like, I never knew that they even had that kind of power. The power to make people jump up and down, absolutely. Power to make people go like, yeah! The power to make people sing along, no doubt. What about the power to move you? Yeah, sometimes. But to make people fall in love, I don't know. I think that means that maybe you're a little susceptible. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's good that you have so much love in your heart, but at the same time, like, you should probably, like, chill with that a little bit. You'd be like, how did you meet? Well, the DJ started playing this sweet song, and the rest, as they say, is history. I don't think it is history. I think that's something that I need to hear about. You've got quite a novel, cute meat story. Meat cute, whatever. Cute meat and meat cute are 2 very different things. One of them involves a butcher, and the other one... it involves pork tenderloin. There was going to be a joke in there somewhere. This is exactly what I was hoping for, strangely enough. Maybe not so much the double spider payout, but I was like, I don't have any bombs. Maybe I can re-roll those into live bombs. And amazingly, it ended up working out for me. So we found a secret room as a result that gave us some money. This money may allow us... Ooh, that's pretty good, too. If we pick it up. May allow us to get a Spirit Heart, which will facilitate easier deals with the devil. Might as well take our time to shoot all this poop. With anti-grav, it shouldn't be too tough. Maybe pick up like a petrified poop or something out of it. Stigmata. Substantially better than even my wildest expectations could have hoped for there. So our damage is going to be... Oh, that was really dumb. Our damage is going to be slightly better. But the HP is really where it all comes down to, because as a result of this greater HP, we will now have the ability to pick up a red heart, deal with the devil, have a lot of spirit hearts around for survivability, and please God, I know we've been very lucky recently, by the way. I know we've had some super lucky runs, so I feel bad asking for it, but I would love to have yet another one. If you just give me like some super high damage here, or you know what? Just stack up my damage stat. Like my rate of fire, I like it. Just give me some decent damage. Give me like a pentagram, ceremonial robes, mark pact, etc., etc., early Abaddon. That helps a lot. Thank you for Magic Mushroom. And there you go, it's pretty much like exactly what I asked for. Very happy with that. We're not in necessarily a super one situation yet. However, this helps out quite a lot. If only we had any bombs. It's proving to be a surprisingly common trend, unfortunately, that we just don't get the bombs we need to succeed. Well, that's not fair. To succeed is a little bit of a false equivalency here. We're already succeeding. We could be succeeding more, but you could also always be succeeding less, you know? You gotta have realistic expectations. Although I would say that one bomb is fairly realistic. But maybe that's just me. We got a lot of money and a lot of keys out of this situation already, and maybe that's more valuable. We'll find out. That key I would have liked to have been a bomb, though. Let's see what we've got going on in our curse room. Bombs are key. I can see forever is good. Bad gas is not bad. I think this is probably relatively worth the spirit heart. I'll tell you what. Instead of buying instead of playing the Judgment, why don't we come in here? I'm going to buy a bomb. I'm going to use the bomb to open the Tinted Rock, and hopefully on the Tinted Rock we will get Small Rock, and then I feel amazingly about our damage. Don't push it too far. Thank you. We got 2 keys out of it. You're a fickle mistress, game. You are a fickle mistress. Figured we might as well give him 2 cents. It was unlikely that he would pay out, but maybe worth a shot. Alrighty. Well, it's a great situation to be in. Our HP is basically the same as it was when we came down here, but we've got much, much more damage and a better composition, I would say, as well. Like, composition of HP. Bombs are key, just in time. And 2 health upgrades. Wow. So the health upgrades are amazing. I've really taken to saying dynamite like a 100-year-old man. I mean, I've been saying it over the course of several months, but someone just clued me into it the other day. They're like, why are you saying dynamite so much? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm from the 1950s? It's like a real crackerjack phrase, if you ask me. Now we get bombs and we'll get no keys. Okay, I call bullshit on that, but actually it pushed it back into a perfect position. I'm going to roll Liberty Cap. I'm going to roll Liberty Cap because Demon's Tail scares me, and I know that it has deeper repercussions for our health than I'm aware of, if that makes sense. Like, it has some kind of mathematical repercussions where it's like, well, you don't get any hard drops except for black hearts, so it actually gives you less health overall. And wow. I would really like to not have less health because we're a little low on red heart containers right now. That room is the kiss of death if you have anti-grav tiers. So we're very lucky there's no enemies on it. This could be re-rollable. I might rather re-roll that. I know it only gave us a penny, but weirdly I still feel like pretty good about it. I want to take the time to pick these up just to give us the best chance possible, you know? I was hoping maybe we'd re-roll it into a better trinket even, but the loss of Bud Penny is well worth it anyway. And we managed to pick up all the consumables that were over there. So we re-rolled the room that had the least effective shit for us. But that's probably not the best strategy with D20. Probably the best strategy is to re-roll the room that has the chance to give us the most optimally effective shit. Which might have been that last room with the diagonals, but whatever. So you pick up an orbital. Nothing wrong with it. Got 2 extra. Whoa. Liberty Cap has us going pretty fast here. I think we can totally open this and say fuck the shop for now. Yeah, I mean, a key for that is kind of a tall ask, but I can live with it. There's our item room. Again, I'm not in particular trying to rush here. So I should probably slow it down quite a lot. I was gonna say, but you know, it just so happens that I'm going fast, but then I realized it's kind of bullshit. Like, I am rushing a little bit. I'm skipping some rooms. Okay, definitely should not have been hit, but that's why I dislike these champions. You know, I find myself in tricky spots against them all the time. Infestation 2 is a fantastic item, and I gotta think that this is actually gonna be pretty sweet for us with anti-grav. Because we'll be creating spiders basically wherever we leave our shots, so I'm okay with this. Then I heard like a coin drop. As soon as I entered this room. Well, it's probably on the other side of that. I'll drop a bomb over here just to see what we can get. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen that side of the room or if I've ever seen this room at all before. It's so not worth it. I'm a little salty we used a bomb, but at least we didn't waste any resources we have less of. Which is weird, because we have had a lot less bombs, but you know the idea right now. You know the drill. Oh, right, we don't have full HP. I thought that the game was bugged for a moment. It turns out that I was just, bugging out. I don't know what that expression means, but I'm trying it out. Trying it on for size, because it kind of feels like dynamite. Now, let's not die. Like, can't help but notice that I'm not really doing so well on HP here. And this would be a terrible run to die on, because it's actually very good. Magic Mushroom, Infestation 2, we got a lot more HP than you would probably expect on an average run in the form of, like, Spirit Hearts and, well, actually just the HP that we managed to pick up as well, like the Stigmata pickup combined with Magic Mushroom early. Pride, normally not too bad. Anarchist Cookbook, obviously, like, trashed here, and you can no longer use that in conjunction with D20, unfortunately. And it really is unfortunate, because you used to be able to get, like, 12 rerolls out of that. And it could turn into something amazing, but for us right here, it's garbage. Alright, I can see forever. Just as I was hoping, the Curse Room is perfect here. Curse Room could very easily destroy your chances of getting to the Devil Room, or they could save them, depending on what you manage to find in here. Oh, also, yeah, there you go. Also, those HP upgrade pills, I totally forgot to mention. That is another reason our HP is relatively high. That might even be another one right here. It was not, it was 48-hour energy. So let's only take good pills. Bombs are key, I will use. Question marks, question marks. I can see forever is pretty good. Let's take one question mark. It's range down, so we don't want to take a second. Let's re-roll it all. 2 I can see forever, so we can re-roll one of them. Oh, I re-rolled the batteries, you dummy! Oh well. Oh well. Still relatively happy with this, and we got, you know, our I Can See Forever chain continues to keep rolling here, which is awesome for me. I mean, it's, like, just as good as having X-ray goggles, man, and I consider X-ray goggles to actually be, like, a pretty sweet item, so I'm happy with it. We can use a bomb here and a bomb here, and I think it's totally worth it. I went a little too far there, thus causing my voice to change. Yeah, I'm sorry, D20. Like, I do like the D20, and we have had the opportunity to use it somewhat effectively here. But the Unicorn Stump, combined with Infestation 2, combined with Ball of Bandages, maybe we can get a BFF or something like that. Midas Touch could show up. You know, I mean, those are all maybes, but there's a lot of items that work really well in conjunction with it. So this should be a really easy win now. I don't think we need to kill them with our tears to get the bonus, like to get the spiders created, I mean. So we should be pretty much good to go here. There's a library and a shop. This was our shop, obviously. Was there a... Maybe that wasn't a library I saw earlier. What happened to my brain there? You alright, brain? So this is looking real good right now, especially because we have the, you know, pretty likely chance of getting a deal with the devil here. This also saves us from having to use anti-grav. And, you know, I've said that I really like anti-grav, and I really sincerely do. But it is nice to just have, like, guaranteed damage done to enemies before you even have to worry about anything at all. I forgot that Unicorn Stump was so long, too. Like, we're getting a lot of invincibility out of it. Can also use it on blood banks if we find them. Not that we necessarily need to. We might want to. Oh, it's perfect. We didn't get that last one, but that's okay. Alright. It is going to cause, like, a little bit of a drain on our spiders, because I think that they're going to come back and hit enemies before I kill all the enemies, which is going to be a little bad for generating a sweet army, but whatever. Hopefully we'll be able to work around that as time goes on. For now, I'm just thrilled to be in the situation that we're in. I mean, let's put it this way. I don't even remember the fact that we fought Greed until I really thought about it. And that happened, like, less than a minute ago. That's how good our damage is right now. Do we know this? Bombs are key. Not interested. We know the other one? No, it was the same one. Okay. Let's see who our boss is. Let's line up a bunch of shots. And then we'll pop this at like the last available opportunity. We did a lot of damage there. Easy. And we pick up another key. We got some bombs in the last room as well. Nothing there, which is a real disappointment for me, but that's okay. We'll head down to the next floor, and the tiers upgrades are nice, honestly. Alright, might as well put some shots in the air, basically. Although as soon as we use Unicorn Horn, the shots fire, so maybe it doesn't make sense for us to even bother putting shots in the air if we can just... if they're just gonna fire right off the bat. Anyway, I was hoping to kind of use them as like a time release thing. What would be amazing on this run? Look, you're gonna hate me for even suggesting it, but it would be awesome if we had a deal with the devil that gave us Guppy at once. Well, I want a toilet made of solid gold, baby, but sometimes that's just not in the cards. That's my impression of Austin Powers, the International Man of Mystery. He is the International Man of Mystery. That's actually from the second film, The Spy Who Shagged Me. I just wanted you to know. I had to own up to that impression to let you know how terrible it was. Because I couldn't live with myself if people were like, whoa, that's just Northern Lion doing a funny voice. Now, I want you to know that's a really bad Austin Powers impression. Not quite at the same level of my Kevin Spacey and House of Cards impression. Right, these guys. Forgot about you. We will go back to that room, because I need to conquer my demons, not just stay away from them. One more, even, I think. No, okay. Two of spades. I mean, we already have a lot of keys, but this is still great. And if that was two of diamonds, it'd be even better. Let's use two of spades, carry credit card, and we'll use it on a deal with the devil, which we really should have on this floor. I don't really want to avoid spending money. That doesn't really bother me, since we have 61 cents. I mean, we want to donate a bunch anyway, if we can. Go back for that. Can we even hit this dude in the middle? Well, we can't hit him from that angle, that's for sure. Okay. Cursed Eye. I will take it because it's strange, and we could use some strangeness on this run that is somewhat set in stone. And I will take the Spirit Heart, and I will take the I Can See Forever. But I won't use it yet, and we'll... let's donate. This is a perfect time for us to donate. We're never going to use this much money anyway, so what does it matter? Oh, you jerk. Jam ourselves back here. We're getting up high, man. This is like 550. Seems like only yesterday it was under 500, so... we're getting this donation machine back to $9.99, at which point we will blow it up and never speak of it again. Well, I mean, we'll still use the donation machine, but we'll never speak of the 6-month period where I had it super fucked up. Come on. Thank you. I do want to do this room. We'll see what it is. It's a 2-room. Weird. Reroll the consumables on the ground. It rerolled a stone chest into a stone chest. So thank you for that, I suppose. And I'm thinking, with our guaranteed deal with the devil here, we do want to go back for that not Are You a Wizard, sorry. That I Can See Forever pill. And depending on what we get on this floor, we might be 100% set, or we might have a little bit of a lag time on that, but we really should be pretty close to being 100% set. This is going to be a 2nd level ball of bandages, which is actually basically completely meaningless, but we'll live with it either way. And we got a Krampus fight. Man, that's a little bit of a disappointment, actually. Now we choose, do we keep credit card or do we take I Can See Forever? And I think, honestly, we got to take the credit card just because the chance of it being exciting is too high. Truth be told, even without any extra HP, we're probably in a really good spot to be able to swing a victory here. That was very poor damage. Would be nice if we could guarantee ourselves a deal with the devil on this floor. And you never know, I guess, you know, because we have Cursed Eye, pretty much anything can happen here. And I think that might have been our last actual heart worth of protection, so I'm a little scared. Can get in there quickly enough. I'm a little scared about fucking over my deal with the devil chance, but should probably be okay. How are you not dying? Okay, that's alright. We got some nice spider action going on here. Spideraction.com. I would recommend you probably not go to that website. I don't know. Oh, fudge. I don't know if it's a dirty website, but if it is, do you really want to see those naked spiders? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Alright, let's not die. Continuing on the not dying train. Pretty happy with Chemical Peel. I think that is a relatively solid item. A damage upgrade, at least. I don't feel too bad about the damage we've taken, because this has been a pretty difficult floor in terms of rooms that we've run into. Now, it shouldn't be too bad because, you know, we do have Unicorn Stump and also Infestation 2. However, that doesn't negate having to fight some enemies. We still have not taken red heart damage, so that's solid. Isaac's head, I do not even want to entertain the thought of picking that up. Flatworm is fun. I'll take it over Liberty Cap just for shits and giggles, basically. It's not necessarily bad either. I think it's actually necessarily good. It gives you a larger hitbox. The only thing is it worth what it's replacing? Most of the time the answer is probably no, but I like it nonetheless. I find it a really fun item. Not really worried about boss rush, by the way. If we can do it, we can do it. If we can't do it, we can't do it. It's not a big deal. Hopefully that's a Joker card. Justice, alrighty. 2 of diamonds, also completely acceptable to me. And I guess I'm looking for a teleport card, but in actuality, we won't really be able to use it and use the credit card. So what's more valuable? Probably the teleport, but I'm gonna assume that I'm not gonna have a great chance to get into that boss fight at this point anyway, so why don't we just stick with the credit card and pretend boss rush is not even possible. It's a weird one. We should, as a result of this, be able to get all of these then, and you keep the ability to fly even after losing the Bible, which is nice. That is not true, as you saw, for many of the options here. So this basically gives us the free Spirit Heart, and we take the books out of the rotation. Can't fly anymore, though. So I think that was the right way to handle that. That's a nice, nifty, at least, little trick there, by the way, in case you're not familiar. If you find the Bible on a room like that, definitely take advantage of it. Pick up the Bible first, and then you don't need to, definitely do not want that. Then you don't need to actually, take damage on all the other options there. So there goes Boss Rush, which means I think we're making the right decision taking the credit card with us here. It's, of course, better if you have the D6. That room can be amazing. The 4 reroll room with the books. It's just a library, like an augmented library, but still. Got full money. You know that was a waste of a key, and I'm not really that concerned about it. I can live with it. Why don't we buy a remote detonator, because it's extra bombs that we don't have right now. Why don't we buy 48-hour energy? It's not as good as the credit card, obviously, at least with our current setup of items. Could have used it with Book of Revelations, but whatever. All right. We weren't too far off of our boss rush play there. Gotta be honest with you. Sucks that we didn't get a chance to pick up 48-hour energy. Would have been really nice with Unicorn Stump plus Bandage Girl, but whatever. Let's just make a concerted effort not to teleport here. I think... Oh, I fucked it up. Our damage is pretty good, though. We can do it again, man. It doesn't really bother me. I think I had enough Spirit Hearts to back it up. But I never should have been in that position regardless. And you might say, well, go back and get the... Well, we can take this. Go back and get the Book of Revelations. Use it with the battery. I'd actually rather use it... use the battery, that is, with Unicorn Stump so we can get more damage right out of the gate again. We'll try here. Well, we know it's here. Our secret room, that is. Inside, we get 3 cents. That was not necessarily worth it, but that's okay. I didn't even pick up the battery, because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, what do we do? Mostly try to maintain a full charge when Mom's around. Oh, I fucking did it again. Was that red heart damage? It actually might have been. Well, there's no way for us to know. We're gonna take the Polaroid. Hopefully we don't have Curse of the Unknown again. That'd be scary. No, we didn't take red heart damage, so we had a chance to get a deal with the devil there. I didn't completely fuck it up. We actually had way more HP than I thought we did. So I'm not as nervous as I was mere moments ago. I am not a big fan of this room right now. Luckily, we got a nice little spider chain reaction happening over there. Just take out one, he creates a spider. The spider wounds the others. There we go. But then they regenerate, so we gotta be careful about that. Okay, so we should have, not a 100% chance, but like a very, very strong chance of a deal with the devil on this floor, whether we blow up the judgments or not. And again, there's a good opportunity to use Unicorn Stump here to play the Demon Judgment, but I don't think it's that imperative. I don't like this, unless we get... Oh, unless we get a health upgrade, that's fine. I wouldn't dislike playing the Demon Judgment. I'm just slightly nervous about it. Let's give him a couple plays, though. I'm gonna give him that one more, because he usually pays out a little bit on the 6th one. Sometimes the whole way, I guess. And that evil upgrade is nice. Of course, I'm very thankful that we have the chance to get the extra black heart. Oh, I could have gotten through that without getting hit. Oh, well. I hate this. I hate this. Oh, he didn't explode into bullets. I thought that was a foregone conclusion, to be honest with you. Spider? Spider? There's like one enemy over there, Spider. How did you miss him? It's a 1x1 tile. Little ridiculous. I think I am going to go to the curse room, and I'll use the unicorn horn, unicorn stump, I should say, just to make it free to go in, at least. Hoping for spirit hearts, guppy items. The red heart makes it semi-worthwhile. Thank God that wasn't paralysis. The speed down is not actually that bad. I'd prefer to have not had it, but it is what it is. Can't believe we got a health up pill out of that. It's very, very nice. So we have credit card, that I'm hoping... I have like a sad history with credit card, where so many times I get it, but just cannot find a place to use it. Sometimes literally, sometimes I'm like, oh, it's not worth using it here, so I don't. It seems like I oftentimes get credit card on runs where, like, I'm already financially set, and then it doesn't seem to make sense, you know? You're like, well, why would I use credit card here? I'd rather just use my money and then save HP on a deal with the devil, because HP is, like, a little harder to come by, maybe. At least it is on this run in particular. Not that we're in a bad place, but you know what I mean. So, it's a bit of a weird one. Credit card is so good, but I actually semi-rarely find myself being able to use it. We actually do want to come this way, and then this way? Yeah, that one would have taken me 100 years to figure out. We got blocked in by the poop, man! Should have broken the poop before I popped that. And again, that room back there is large. You should probably look for tinted rocks. I am going to be a little lazy about it. Because I'm a little lazy about a lot of things, but I find that, you know, experience can make up for laziness in a lot of situations. But we'll just blow it up. There's no substitute for care, for sure. Which is a platitude, but still. Just allow me that one. I would like to find our boss fight now. I've decided that I am ready to go. I'm ready to make nice. I'm not ready to make ice. I'm not nearly cold. And I don't remember the rest of that song, but I thought that maybe there would be a good song in there about, it's written from the perspective of a refrigerator. I'm not ready to make ice. Look, Weird Al Yankovic probably has ones that don't really turn out until they go through the, you know, the cooker and the refiner a few times. Big Pharma style. Should get the key, but it's not really a huge problem, is it? Extra spirit heart I like, though. Now, again, I can't stress enough. What's the biggest thing for us on this run? Don't fucking teleport. If we teleport, we got real problems, potentially. Especially the later it happens and the less HP that we have when it happens. That's where things can get a little dicey. Barring that, we should be completely fine. I mean, we're picking up spirit hearts. We're blowing up stuff that we should be blowing up. We're not taking very much damage in the process. We're making sweet spider armies. That guy is a living creature. Yes, okay. Can you just, like, give me the boss fight? At this point, I'm just getting a little salty and faulty over it. You got a second secret room to make up for it? Alright, fair enough. That's the regular secret room. That is not what I asked for, game! Did I stutter? I apologize for being indignant, but how are you supposed to react when you ask for the second secret room and the game gives you the secret room? It's goddamn ridiculous. What is this country coming to? Please. I would like you to stand up. Not that way. If you could put your tail out of the ground for a second. No, that's not the right way either. Man, Skolex, you're a real ball buster here lately. You know that, right? You become like a real pain in the dick. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that one. If you just pop the fucking other one where you put your tail in the air, we'll be so good. It'll be copacetic, man. Oh, thank fucking God. Look at that! Was that so hard? Beautiful. Free Sister Maggie. Stop the presses, everybody. We got a free Sister Maggie. Bombs are key. Speed down. I can see forever. We'll use I can see forever on the next floor. This is the longest run we've had in like a week now. That's not literally true, but sometimes it feels that way. Alright, now we finally... I've thrown my momentum all off with that fight where we never even got a chance to use Unicorn Horn, Unicorn Stump until the end. Now we got a good chance to make it work for us. Do we want to... I don't really want to go to the curse room. Like, we have 0 guppy chance, or at least very low guppy chance. We don't really need the key. This is a very silly decision on my part. Wish I could fly. There were those nights that we thought that John Berryman could fly, but they didn't, so he died. And she said, you're pretty good with words, but words won't save your life, and they didn't, so he died. Got 2 keys on our way back here. I told you I was going to go back for him. Don't want to go to the curse room. Also don't want to close my eyes because I'd miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing. You know, that's it. I mean, it's not even a great love song. I kind of think that song's a little shitty, but it's at least enduring, thanks to Armageddon, I suppose. But they don't write realistic love songs, man. And I've gone on this tangent before, but this is a new one specific for, you know, Aerosmith's Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Because there are things you do want to miss. I'm in love with my wife. We, you know, have a fun time together, but Don't Want to Miss a Thing feels a little dishonest to me. Because there are things I want to miss, like, you know, bowel movements, for example. I'm not trying to be gross about it, I'm just saying, you know, I don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing. You know what, we can miss that thing. I'll just go out in the living room for a while, and you can take care of your business, and that's fine. And I do miss that thing, but I'm not missing it, if you know what I mean. I shouldn't have picked that up, but anyway. Similarly, like, I don't know, if you're gonna, like, go paint shopping with your mom or something like that. It's like, you know, I don't think Steven Tyler realized that when he said don't want to miss a thing, like, there's a lot of things that are very missable. Like, you need a little bit of alone time as well, I think. It's like, you don't need to be there all the time. Give him at least a little bowel movement space is all I'm trying to say. Or like maybe she's having lunch with her aunt or something like that. You can miss that. Don't wanna close my eyes, but I also don't wanna eat a feta beet salad. So I'll miss you, baby, but I do wanna miss that thing. Been meaning to catch up on Netflix, babe. Say hello to my friend Gabe, that's Steam, baby, cause I do wanna miss that thing. I wish I could sing, man. Like, it's not really like a big regret in my life that I can't really, but the jokes would hit harder if I was actually, like, if I had the ability, at least like a Bo Burnham-esque ability to carry a tune. Like, it's really holding me back a little bit, I think. Why do that? I like this. I like this. Kind of feel like I should just, like, not shoot, except when I know that there's no shots coming my way. Because if I get hit, I could teleport, and that would be a real problem for me. So I think we got relatively lucky that that worked out as well as it did. We still got this, oh my god, 3 Curse of the Lost in a row. We still got this strength card, which I'm actually pretty stoked about, because that could be effective for us. We should really go back for that bomb. Well, and we're going to have to. And that's the thing, you know, we're getting like a lot of situations where we're gonna have to backtrack anyway. I don't think we need to pick up everything on the first pass. Range down is not really that meaningful, I think. Might as well blow this up. Just makes our life a little easier here. And of course, what I meant by that is it helps us find the secret room, which I just had a hunch was over there, of course. Second nature to me. I'm actually happy with what we got going on trinket-wise. I don't really want to close my eyes because I'd miss it, baby, and I don't want to miss that thing. I'm just saying, you know, they don't write honest love songs, and I think it's kind of like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If everybody's writing dishonest love songs, you don't want to be the guy who's like, hey, babe, I wrote a song for you, and then, oh, where the heck are we now? You know, she's got like endless love in her head or something like that, and you're like, hey, most of the time I'm a big fan of what's on in your brain. You're like, you know, Well, where's the, you know, I would die without you? Well, you know, I wouldn't literally, like, that'd be real sad. I'd be alive. I mean, you know, it's possible to die of grief, but it really mostly just, like, happens to people who are really old or sick already, right? Like, let's not be unrealistic here. It's like there's this great moment in the first season of Flight of the Conchords where, you know, Brett, oh god, thank you, Infamy. Brett is in love with this girl, so he writes her a love song. It's like, you know, I'd climb the highest mountain, like I'd swim the largest ocean. And then his friend is like, well, would you really climb the highest mountain for her? And he says, well, no, not really, that's ridiculous. He says, well, why'd you write it then if you're not actually willing to do it? And he says, well, it's a metaphor. A metaphor for what? A metaphor for how I'd do anything for her. And he said, well, would you climb the highest mountain for her? Get it? Because it's, you get it. Anyway. It's a good moment in the series. I like it. But you can't be the guy who, or the girl for that matter, who writes the honest love song, because then you're punking yourself out. It looks like you're being, you're not that much in love, but really you're just being honest. You're shooting the messenger, I think, in that case. So I've got to be very careful here. Like, this run should be totally fine, but we're like 2 teleportations away from it being a complete fucking disaster. So let's try to avoid that. Man, a Nun's Habit or a 9-volt really would have tied this bad boy together, I'll tell you that much. To have the ability to use Unicorn Stump twice on a room would kill every room except these final 2 bosses, I think. And, of course, rooms where the enemies are inaccessible to your orbitals. But maybe we'll get, like, a better orbital or something, or I don't know. We'll see. We did finish off Isaac pretty well here. We're down to the next floor. I'm liking, I'm loving, I'm wanting some more oven. No Curse of the Lost is a nice change of pace. 2020, real dope. Number 1, it seems like real dope. Yeah, we're tap shooting pretty well. My reflection is just weird, so let's rock it. I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma. Not a really long distance, frankly. Steve Miller Band, have you ever heard of airplanes? I mean, Phoenix, Arizona to Tacoma, I mean, it's a long drive. You probably wouldn't want to do it in a day. Even 2 days, it's going to be a little tough for you. I'm just saying. If you're trying to impress me, like, get on that big old jet airliner. But then he says Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. And that's a hell of a trip, man. You're hitting like 3 corners almost there. Northern California, where the girls are warm. You know, you should never describe a person, maybe even especially of the opposite sex, by their temperature. Hot is a little bit of an exception to the rule. But warm is weird. Whenever you describe something as warm, it's got to be like an outside temperature or food, or you're just like coming off as some kind of creepy vampirish guy, you know? It's like describing their blood as like rich in iron. I feel like you're comparing them to a meal. You should compare them to a summer's day. If I know anything from the dishonest love songs. Now, it looks pretty likely that we're going to hit a 2 streak here. I'm pleased with this revelation. I feel like we've done a pretty good job on this run. It's been fun. I always love Unicorn Stump orbital runs. They happen with some regularity. That was a little dangerous. They happen with some regularity. And I like to take them whenever they do. Okay, so we'll definitely pop our strength card against Blue Baby here. And it should be fine. Like, I'd be really surprised if we ended up getting fucked here. If we do, it's almost certainly my own fault, but we also have an added advantage against Blue Baby in that Blue Baby creates a lot of flies. Ooh, that was very dangerous. I didn't think those shots would reach that far. But Blue Baby's flies are basically just born to be my spiders later. So we don't literally need to get through this fight without getting hit, but we sort of do, you know? Like, I've got to get through this fight without getting hit when I have 0 charge. Or, like, not full charge, I should say. Which is very conceivable that that's, like, almost all the time. Or at least, like, over 50% of the time. Lump of Coal is doing some crazy damage bonuses there, though. That was a fun run, actually. I had a good time with it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Boop.